today's video, I want to talk about my thoughts of the One Piece season 2, which is the live adaptation of in Netflix. I first off, my thoughts on this before I start with my thoughts. Make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell that every time that I posted some of the videos, I will let you know on that, or YouTube will let you know that I have a new video uploaded like this one. So yeah, make sure to give me a like and comment the question of the day. What is your favorite episode of this new the series that you like so far? So season 2 of One Piece came out about yesterday, I believe. I believe yesterday, which was Monday, March 10th. And I really, really loved it. I love the characters, and we're very happy that if you guys have watched a bit of the series, watched of the whole season of the series, then you guys know. But if you guys don't, I'm gonna have to do a little spoiler alert, unfortunately. So I will not give any like spoilers, anything, if you have not watched season 2 of One Piece. But if you guys want to go check it out, watch it, please go check on Netflix. It's there, and you guys go check it out. So yeah, I love my thoughts on this on the season of One Piece is that I love the characters, the Straw Hats crew, like the main characters, Luffy, Nami, Usopp, Sanji, and Zoro, going on a new adventure and going into the Grand Line as is titled into the show. And we get to meet some few new characters that's related into the manga and anime series. We get to meet Nico Robin. She isn't in the group, but she, it was still against them. So, but we do get to meet a bit of the cutie little character, and is the doctor of the series, Tony Chopper. And I watched it, and it was so cute. Sorry, I have to keep moving this because it's slipping and I had to balance it. But Chopper is so cute, and I'm really happy that he has, you guys have watched the series or watched the episodes, you know that he has joined the group. But if you guys don't, sorry about that. I don't really do any spoilers. I don't want to give you the whole thing. But if you guys want to know what is One Piece, the live action adaptation of Netflix, this was basically one of the biggest manga series of all time. It's on the top 10 of the Shonen Jump, I believe, of the manga series, and it was created by Oda himself, the creator of One Piece, who started in 1999 when he was about 17 years old. He's a really incredible storyteller of all time, and I really admire his work. This was basically based off the manga and anime series and mashed into one, created this amazing live action adaptation. So, and I am very happy that season 2 came out. Season 1 was incredibly as it focuses on how Luffy brings Nami, brings the group back together. I am so sorry because my battery is just about to run out. Hold on a second. Let me continue on that. So while I do that, let's talk about each characters that you guys all know and love. But it is basically, so this is Murphy. Yeah, I don't know if you can see him, but that's Murphy. He's living. He's a good. Sorry about that. I didn't do your video. Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, this live action adaptation was really cool, and I love that. But like I said, let's talk about the characters of the live action adaptation of One Piece. So let's start off with the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy, who always wants to be the king of the pirates, and this was played by the actor named Inika Doi. If I'm saying it right, I'm so sorry. I really love his character. Love the actor who played as Luffy and his personality. If you guys have seen like the videos of I believe, like at the interviews where he talks about how was he's going to start as Luffy. And he explained that he wanted to get into the character, feel the character, but not doing the, like other people did. Like for example, Any Tanaka, who been the longest voice actor of Luffy for a very long time, and yeah, so he wanted to do his own thing and trying to give the feel the same vibe as Luffy in the anime series that you guys all know and love. And it was definitely just that. He did an amazing job. He did incredibly exactly like how Luffy is, because Luffy is one of, according to him, it's one of his favorite characters in One Piece in the anime series. So yeah, it's definitely that. Also, he's also really good, and he always has this big bright smile, because that's what Luffy is all about. Because Luffy, every time that he went through on many adventures that has dangers and everything like that, he always had this big bright smile, and he's always calm all the time. But yeah, but he did a really good job. So congrats to Inaki. You did a really good job on this character. You did amazing, and you did appreciate it on the focusing on what the story is about and getting into the feel of it. Next up is so if I don't know the last names of each actors who played as each of the characters, I am terribly sorry. I'm just gonna go by just the actor's name, the first name. So, but if I know the last names, I'll probably that. Next up is Nami, and she's played by Emily. So, but you guys know Emily. I think Emily Bud. I'm not quite sure, but we'll focus on that. I'll focus on just Emily. So, but I'm not like antagonizing the actors. I love them so much, and they're really cool. So, if you guys know Nami is, she is the navigator of Straw Hat Pirates, and she is also a great thief herself. Yeah, so thief, that means she steals stuff and all that stuff. Steal stuff, live in luxury a little bit too much, but yeah, from what we know so far. So Nami is a really good character, and Emily did a really good job on the character. She gets the feel of her, and definitely has a bit of like definitely the style, and did a really good job on her, and I really did love the character designs of each characters, like for like anime-esque vibes to the modern costumes. So whoever the costume designer is, did a really good job, and that is definitely that. Next up, we're gonna do Usopp, who played is by Jacob, and he did an amazing job. He is definitely the exact character vibes of Usopp. I really love how he just like focused on that job. Like he did amazing, and I really love it so much, and it's just really cool. He did an amazing job, and that's all I say. I do love that he does this skills of a slingshot, and also he can be scared, but scary things is not what keeps us from stopping our own dreams. So yeah. Next up is Sanji, who is played by Taz Skylar, and what's the focus on between those two is that these two, the actor and the character, is that Taz did a really good job at actually like cooking with it and also fighting with his legs. So because the reason why is because he needs his hands to cook, so he uses his feet to fight, which is fine because it's a good thing, because I wouldn't know how to figure out how to cook without my hands getting injured. Yeah, and he's a really good person. He's an amazing, and he also flirts a bit of Nami too much. The character, not the actor. And Taz Skylar did a really good job. He follows the character's designs, and definitely how what Sanji is into that feel definitely is a good thing, because it really shows like he definitely did that, and it's really cool and awesome. And I definitely really admire that Taz Skylar is doing that, and it's incredible. And next up is last but certainly not least, who actually started in season 1. He's a Japanese actor who you guys have seen him before if you're in Japan and you've seen his work. this or his character, Roronoa Zoro, who's played by the Japanese actor Mikenyu. Now, Mikenyu is a really good actor. He did a good job, and he did Zoro justice because he loves One Piece. He's Japanese, and he actually is a really good. He's an expert when it comes to martial arts with three swords. I think because there's a lot of training when you're doing three swords. Because what I think that Oda-sensei Zoro wants to give is just this spark of like how what is different between all the swords besides one sword. Well, three swords specifically, and Zoro has three swords and all that. And yeah, he definitely did justice on that. McKenny did a really good job. Thank you for bringing Zoro to life because Zoro is actually one of my favorite personal characters of all time. And ever since I like read the manga for the first time because I didn't know what One Piece was about and the story's gonna take me to the story. And when I watched the live adaptation, and I think this live adaptation of One Piece changed my life forever. And I started appreciating One Piece. I started to like the series. I watched the anime series the anime series to get to the feel of it, and it definitely gives me the vibes. And if I wanted to watch the whole anime series, I will in the heartbeat. There's just too many episodes, and it would take forever to get it done because I don't know. I guess Oda still is kicking, still alive and kicking, and still keep going, making this amazing series of all time. And yeah. And my thoughts on 2020 Chopper. He's so adorable, and I was very impressed that the CGI artist has created him to life into the series, even though it's like you don't see him in real life, but there are some like cosplayers who dressed up as him, and it's just so cute. And I really, really love the design, how he's a fuzzy and furry reindeer, as confirmed because he has his antlers, and he's so adorable. And I like that. And good thing that in this season he's a doctor, so whenever you get injuries, he's your go-to. Now, for my thoughts of what's going to happen on season 3. So, we don't know what's going to go on in season 3 because I checked it in the internet myself, and some says it's basically expected to be in 2027. I'm not quite sure, but all we know in the Netflix officials, which is on YouTube, and including Inaki himself, is that it says that season 3 will be setting sail soon. We're not quite sure. But yeah, so if Netflix has if it's ready for the release date of season 3, I will be up for that, and I will be waiting when the time comes on that. For my decision and what my surprise is that I overheard or saw some videos of the series, and there's some clips of Netflix that's saying that the Ace, Luffy's brother in this anime series, is going to be played by Joel Manduenia, who you may recognize him as Miguel Diaz in the Cobra Kai, which is the next generation of Karate Kid, and I'm really going to be surprised if Joel Manduenia is going to be in that in the show with the rest of the cast members in the gang. So I'm not quite sure. It could be a rumor because if it's it's the official series, we gotta have some proof on that. But turns out it seems like it's pretty legit and seem official. So let's see if they do have that. And yeah, that is pretty much all I want to talk about. And because I just finished watching season 2 of One Piece because I already finished season 1 of the series when it first came out. And yeah, but if you guys are still not still confused of what is One Piece, the anime series, all about, I will do my best possible of giving brief backstory, and hopefully that makes sense. So hopefully I will get it accurate as possible. Okay, so where do I start? Okay, so all started many years ago, how how the pirate age started was the first one was Goldie Roger, who claimed that the One Piece is real, and then will fame power. If you want the One Piece, you can have it, but you got to find it somewhere in that. And that's where basically when he executed. But all the pirates, all the people who have watched the execution, started the pirate. Once just got to their ships and started to set sail to find the One Piece, and that's where, how Luffy started. Luffy wanted to become the pirate. How he started wanted to do this, and yeah, and that's where he met. Along the way, that's where he met, I believe, Zoro first, then Nami, and then Sanji. And all throughout the adventures, they have, and it's up to find Luffy, so he can find the One Piece, and he can be the king of the pirates. So that is probably that from what I know, because I was hopefully I'm not okay, and yeah, that's all I know, because I'm basically going to do so far, but yeah, so yeah, anyway, so that is my thoughts and my bit of like what I feel about the One Piece live adaptation only on Netflix. So yeah, and it's a really good series. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10 for me, and it gives definitely One Piece certain justice. And thank you so much to Odo, as Oda-sensei himself, who created One Piece from the very start, and then it got popular when the anime series comes out, and when this series and the merch, and now the live action adaptation that he had created, that Oda-sensei created. And thank you so much to Oda-sensei for making the series and making this live action adaptation happen, and because yeah, it was just an amazing series. I started to like it, and thank you so much for making this story and making the characters, the actors come to life and bringing into the justice. If you guys want to see the live, they want to see the season and want to see an action and see all the trailers, what's going on, or the trailer and bringing the characters in action, make sure to check it out. One Piece Into the Grand Line season 2, now available only on Netflix. And yeah, make sure to check it out. Make sure to check it out season 1 first, and then you can watch season 2 after. And don't worry, probably we'll get a season 3. Hopefully, it's setting sail soon, and we'll hopefully arrive. So yeah, this is probably like 7 minutes long. I must talk 7 minutes long. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and I almost forgot, before I go, I believe that a very good friend who is on the BTS, yeah, we're switching One Piece to BTS, I'm sorry that, you're again, Veronica, I believe she's making a season, season 2, episode 5, I'm not quite sure, but I don't know, I asked her of it, but it seems like it'll take long, but there isn't like any response. So make sure if she does release her new episode of BTS Dark Worlds, I will probably let you guys know on this one, if the best I can. And yeah, this has been a long time. I've been making this YouTube video for a while because I've been doing other stuff, but I'm just not wanting to make YouTube videos in time but I guess this is the time that makes, my YouTube channel got so empty ever since I've not making any YouTube videos. So yeah, I hope this makes up, and yeah, so make sure to watch season 2 of One Piece, the one we started this whole video off anyways, and make sure to check it out. It's a really good series and a really good adaptation. I think it beats every single failed live action adaptation because of One Piece. It got so big, and a lot of million people really liked it. Well, some basically because of these non-accurate characters, they wanted to change, make the character come to life. Well, everyone's a critic, and I digress. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out many videos I have in the past and some other stuff like that. And yeah, And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll probably see you guys next time. Bye.